Hello everyone, it's the Historical Gamer once again, and today we're returning to Scourge of War Waterloo, a game developed by Norbsoft Dev and published by Matrix and Slytherin Games. This video is taken from a live stream on my Twitch channel from a couple of days ago. I am playing through the largest battle in the game. It's a 9-hour scenario with the entire Battle of Waterloo, all the units that were engaged, as well as the ability to have some hypothetical units arriving as well. And so we're picking things up after taking the Hougoumont on the left of the French army. We also have rolled back the British left flank, or I guess their right flank, the French left, a little bit. We've taken the key objective on the left, but now we're running into reserves and a large amount of cavalry. I haven't properly supported the attack with French cavalry, which means our infantry is going up into some really rough spots, and so things are getting a little bit more challenging in terms of driving the British off this position. We've also just issued orders for units in the center of the French line to start attacking toward La Sainte, and we'll see how that goes. That attack is just beginning to sort of formulate itself. With that being said, I've never fought the battle in this size before, so I do think I'm getting out a little bit over my skis a bit, not really all that competently managed, but we'll see how things play out. As I said, this was taken from my Twitch channel from a couple of days back now. I'm not sure if the Steam Summer Sale is still going on, but if this game does look interesting to you, it is on Steam. When the Steam Summer Sale was going, it was like 70+% off, so if that's still going, it might be a good deal to pick it up if you're interested. If not, obviously, just hopefully you enjoy the video at least. But I'm going to go ahead and turn it over to the live stream. We've just been watching about a 2-minute replay, if you will, of the end of the last turn. So let's go ahead and turn it back over to the live stream, and I hope you guys enjoy. This enemy square is so fucked. They're getting shot at from 3 sides. Meanwhile, our other troops over here are not in great shape. There's a lot of back and forth with some enemy cavalry. I don't know what you're going to charge here. Maybe the guns? Butcher them gunners! Get them good! Nice. Charge the next battery, nice. Charge that infantry in the flank. They're not going to be able to form square. Ride them down, boys! Oh wait, that's staff. That's not cavalry behind him. I thought there was cavalry behind him. Alright, so they're pulling back. Probably smart. Or no, it is British cavalry. Holy shit, we took 82 casualties. Must have been countercharged and not in a great spot. How about you move over here? Right down those British that are charging us. No, you're tired, so you can't charge. Well, that square broke. That is a lot of British horse here. We're savaging their infantry pretty good. Who surrendered? No! Damn it! And that flank is in bad shape. Alright. Take those guys off, take command, and go ahead and assign them back to their units. We drove that British cavalry off, or infantry off on the flank. Now we need these 2 large battalions to come back here and reinforce. That's artillery. Bring your horsemen forward up here. We'll give you the order to launch an all-out attack to support the enemy, to support our infantry. I think I've gotten a little bit out of my shoes. Why is there a column of infantry there? I think I've gotten in a little bit over my spurs or whatever the call is there. This attack, initially a 2-division attack, definitely something that I can manage. But trying to manage this all is clearly a little bit beyond my, or what is it, getting out over your skis? What's the term where you're just like, you're beyond your level of competence? I don't know. It is not like Total War in the sense that there's no real grand strategic map where you build your own armies. It is like Total War in that you fight large-scale battles. In terms of the size of the battles, this is just one small part. The battlefield is huge. So like if I look at the map here and I click over here, you can see these battles, it's much larger in terms of scope. These are all artillery pieces down here. We've got a bunch of infantry moving forward here on La Sainte, over here on the flank. You can see there's another brigade over here. I mean, the size and scope of this is much larger than Total War. But in terms of it's a real-time tactical kind of a thing, so you can see, and your commanders largely will fight on their own. You can give them directions on how you want them to fight, but they can definitely competently attack objectives without you micromanaging if you don't want to. It's often wise not to, especially this is the whole battle scenario, so there's much smaller battles where you only fight brigades or divisions or corps. But right now I'm in command of Napoleon's entire army. All 71,000 remaining troops here. You can see here our casualties are starting to even out a bit. That's a little bit of a concern. To me that says the left flank is faltering a bit. Do I want to send the guard over there? Who is that? What is this unit anyway? Lobu? I thought I gave you all out attack orders. You're not doing anything with it, Lobu? Alright, go ahead and launch an all-out attack. We'll send a courier to... He does have the all-out attack orders, he's just not moving. They both do. Well, shit, guys. Is this the guard back here? All of these fine troops. Yeah, this is the guard. I think the Prussians are going to start coming on the map soon. So it's actually good that some of my troops are attacking off on the right flank over here. Actually, I think this is mostly still just cavalry. I don't know why cavalry's trying to attack a fixed position, but the guys over here are trying to attack a couple of forts, and that's good to secure our flank when the Prussians show up. Meanwhile, in the center, we've taken La Sainte, and you can see we're advancing on the enemy in the center. The British look like they're responding. It looks like they're moving forward a large number of infantry. We also have their left broken a little bit. Just a little bit. Or not broken, but at least stove in a bit. See here, these troops look like they're moving forward a little bit. God, there's so many troops in this battle. Alright, so I need probably more horse in this area. I don't like that these men are in... Why are these guys still in... Oh, there is some cavalry over here. That could explain why they're still in square. Squares fighting squares. I'm going to order this battalion to charge. That may be a mistake. Especially if the enemy cavalry countercharges. But I'm going to try and break this British square here. Meanwhile, you can see here we're engaging these squares to our front. The Haye is in our control. They're moving to counter us taking the fort, so they're launching a counterattack there. Stop eating eating canister. Move forward or die. Move your horsemen forward to support. I don't want to have to micro you. Didn't I order some extra cavalry to come forward? Looks like we lost the left flank objective. Or at least we don't have an officer there who can hold it for the moment. I should really be pausing more. Are we not holding the Hougoumont anymore? So Foy's in there, but we don't have enough troops in there, I guess. So I've got to get more troops in there. You know, we're continuing to press up on their flank. Squares fighting squares. What is the cavalry doing here? Why are you charging a square? That's a bad... Oh, I guess they didn't... Oh, what did I do? Just ordered the brigade forward into line. Alright, so we're still flanking these guys and driving them back slowly. We've now lost almost equal casualties after a very good start. So our troops are moving forward in the center here. Looks like we're flanking and engaging some troops up here. I'm really wrecking their infantry. What I'm not doing a good job of is hurting their cavalry. Alright, these troops, fort capacity is almost full. What I need to do is set these guys to take command. So that they don't leave, so they'll stay in the fort no matter what. And then you need to order an officer into the fort as well. Someone I don't need on the front. You! It says you're competent. You're a division commander, aren't you? You there! Move forward and hold the line. Alright, so our men are moving up here, up the slope, up the ridge. Definitely not enough men on this attack. But I am pressing them from two sides. We've got French troops over here just a little bit further to the left. They're hopefully kind of crunching them in. Looks like a lot of their artillery fell back to another line a little bit further to the rear. Okay. Look at that. You can see perfectly where their square formation was, where their dead bodies are, and then their line as well. Charge that enemy square. More troops routing back here. A lot of British heavy cavalry. They're charging into the square. 154 to 202. Let's see how this melee goes. So there's about a 50-man difference in the losses. Wow, that melee combat's not going well for us. We did not win the day there. It's okay. Let's send 2 more battalions in on the charge. Oh, shit. They surrendered? Well, what the fuck? Couldn't you guys run out of there? Feels like units surrender a little bit too easily. That's not going to go good for our casualty ratio. Maybe we can counter force them to surrender. What's their formation in right now anyway? Foot guards? They're like in a column formation here. Alright, so 70 difference there. No casualties basically there for that battalion. God, we're taking way more. They must be a much larger unit. I wasn't even really looking at the number of men. 300. Man! So many casualties. So they did drive that battalion back, but now they surrendered too. That's bullshit. There's no one else around them. Oh my God, these foot guards are just murdering. Like, they just took out an entire brigade, basically. Stop surrendering. Oh, God. Another entire unit there. 115 prisoners there. 102 prisoners here. No, 155? I'm not sure. This one battalion of British troops basically ended an entire brigade. You'd think they'd be too exhausted to fight anymore. Or that I could... That's the only other problem I have, is the way that surrender units work is you can't, like, liberate them. That's one nice thing about the Ultimate General games, is that you can bring them back into the fold. Alright, so now they're retreating. Force them to surrender! Force them to surrender! No! Yeah, we got him! Nice. Alright. Eventually... All right, so we kind of have a unified line now. It stretches almost all the way out to Haye, however you pronounce it. Let's go back to Napoleon. We have now lost 800 more men than the enemy. I don't know if that's because of all the surrendered units or not. I'm not sure. I'm advancing way past my artillery support. That's probably not good. I also don't have any cavalry support up there. I don't know why they're not moving forward. Move forward, you assholes. So apparently we don't have enough troops there to... Move the guns forward to support the infantry. Also, damn your eyes, men. Move forward. What are you doing back here? All out attack. We'll just sit back. Do you know what the definition of all out attack is? Also, I need some horse up there. Come on. Oh, that's supply wagons. Wrong accent? Yeah, that's probably true. Can't do accents for the life of me. Probably shouldn't either. Probably would just offend people. Because I can't do accents. So if I try to do them, it won't be pretty. All right, move forward here to support. Apparently these guys don't have all-out attack orders. I could have sworn I issued them orders to that effect. Where's their commander? I'm working under the assumption of that once they get in contact with the enemy... Oh, this is the guard cavalry. Are these guard cavalry too? Yeah, they are. Okay. That's fine. God damn it. Moving up on the ridge line. Moving up on the ridge. The enemy doesn't have much in the way of cavalry around here, which should be good for our attacks, hopefully. Most of their cavalry seems to be on their left, or our left. flank back here. I haven't been doing what I probably need to be doing to make sure that we're holding the objectives to generate those points. These two divisions that were committed at the beginning of the battle are still pressing home the attack on the left. Looks like we've cleared a lot of that enemy artillery out that was hurting our squares as well. So I think the lesson I learned is that, oh my god, look at all these dead bodies. I think the lesson I learned is it's better to just pound away at enemy squares with infantry fire than it is to charge them, perhaps. Right, so we're holding the Hougoumont. I don't have enough troops on this left flank objective, I don't think, to be holding it. I wonder if I can get some cavalry into the rear here with some of this artillery back here, if there's no infantry out that way. Oh boy. You, sir, are taking damage from enemy artillery. How have we not taken this objective yet? Why are you running, boys? Reserves are coming, fear not. So attacking up this slope, we're actually doing okay. Casualty-wise here. At least on those units. Units on the right are doing better. They're given more than they're getting, at least most of them. A couple of them are getting hurt. I may not have enough manpower to press home the attack, but that's why we're bringing these reserves up. Gaming ISD, I have taken 10,000 casualties so far against 8,500. God, these ratios are not good for us right now. It's got to be on that left where we're getting hit by canister fire. Bring your troops up. I feel like I could probably break their center if I brought my cavalry up, because they'd be forced into square and they have almost no cavalry there. But I'm not sure. Keep it up, boys. Keep up your fire. Keep up your fire. Pour it in, boys. Okay. Yeah, these troops are still giving more than... Well, not that battalion. We're continuing to try and bend their line in. I think the problem is my penetration on the left has been too shallow. Gotta deal with this artillery, man, but they've got like whole divisions in reserve over here. I didn't, like, fully overwhelm their left flank. I took their left flank positions, but not, I don't think, firmly enough. And what I mean by that is basically I punched through their infantry line, but not through their artillery line, so then their infantry's sort of reformed or they have reserves, and so we're caught sort of like halfway between. How are we taking so many? Oh, it's got to be the enemy artillery around here. It's like, why are we taking double their casualties? Because we're just sitting here and eating canister fire. Meanwhile, I haven't brought my own artillery forward far enough. Enemy infantry is coming up here on the left. Okay. It's all that damn canister. Their battalion's pretty much gone, by the way. Or at least they've lost a huge number of men. God, there's no way I'm going to push off all of these men. Holy shit, did we kill this whole line of... Did we wipe out a battalion on the field here? Looks like we did. Look at this. I know it's kind of moving forward a little bit slowly. Look at all... These guys are all dead. Just a line of men. I guess our position doesn't look that much better. Alright, so I ordered you guys forward. Why are you not coming forward? Alright, some of our troops are getting pushed back here in the center. Alright, Napoleon, how are things doing now? God, we've lost... The casualty figures keep coming up. Where's Grouchy? I'm fighting this battle really stupidly with like half my troops. Just all my cavalry just sitting back here. I've wrecked their infantry, but they in turn are wrecking mine, or at least I've wrecked some of their infantry. It's already after 1 o'clock. I haven't seen... Do we see any of the Prussians yet? Doesn't look like it. Meanwhile, apparently we're attacking over here on the extreme flank, on the other flank. But again, what can we do against lines of cavalry here if they decide to come in on us? We also should probably turn some men. I've got cavalry holding my flank, but we just can't... There's Nassau troops on this other end. Bring some cavalry forward here. Bring some artillery forward. Troops are streaming to the rear. Some troops, anyway. Meanwhile, this mass of horses is being brought up here to break their center. Where again, they've got plenty of infantry, but they've got very little cavalry. So if I can bring these guys forward and force them into square formation, I can wreck them good. Okay, we're bringing another 4,000 men or so up there to reinforce that attack in the center. We're bringing all this cavalry forward as well. Unfortunately, a lot of our... Well, we're actually moving these guys forward in sync. So it looks like the casualties are starting to equalize a little bit. Okay. This is a bloody couple of hours of fighting. Our left flank is met up with our center. We just I don't think we have that extra strength. I need, like, if I brought the guard forward, I'm sure I could completely crush this flank here. As long as we brought adequate cavalry support with, which we have because we've barely engaged it. But this flank is not in good shape for them. They've got infantry still. They've got some anyway, but one swift kick here, and I think the whole flank could come caving in. Meanwhile, there's this battalion here that's just... I'm assuming these guys are hitting them pretty good now. Well, it doesn't even look like they're firing at these guys. You can see this square is evaporating. Still about 2,800, so things are about even. But as I bring these forces forward, I'm sure hopeful that we can overwhelm them here. That is the hope. All right. This seems like a good stopping point as I kind of think about how to reorganize things and see how the central attack will sort of materialize as we've already kind of driven back the first elements of their troops, but as we kind of really press into their center, try and go for the objective back here, and try and break their army in two. We'll see how that works out. But, guys, I am going to go ahead and wrap this stream up here. I hope you have enjoyed so far. And this is the Historical Gamer saying, as always, thank you very much for watching. And until next time, I'm out.